me the motherfucking mic and turn the audio up in this bitch. Be faster, let's go.
Lemon head, pockets so big they beg. Sugar baby, do he like ladies? Fighting with these old hacks is a gag. Ooh, this is the love roast, no one get butt hurt. You're only on here cause I love watching you work. This is getting kinda crazy. Give me kisses, little baby. You gon' love me, I'm not crazy. From binary to resto, from envy to queen sanity. It is insanity. Who's bad? Michael Jackson. To a lie, that boy's a yeah. Oh no, not Ness. Page gone, distress. Here we fucking go again, another mess. More stress. Let's be honest, Nurse K picked her best shit, just went left. Low kilo low, you just play all day. I didn't come to play. I came to slay dragons. Bring your bum ass over here, dragons. Get a house, get a bed, get a safe place to lay your head. Do us all a fucking favor and do something other than pay. Little bum, is you dumb? Not sorry, that's Lemon's little baby. She peddling, begging, she got this fool tricking crazy. Ooh, this is a love roast, no one get butt hurt. You're only on here cause I love watching you work. This is getting kinda crazy. Give me kisses, little baby. You gon' love me, I'm not crazy. Beans be on that big bully shit. Sour Patch won't shut up for shit. They over it, switch. Queen Pisces, swear she the Mac of the chat. Who's that talking again? Oh, that's chit chat. Are you mad, disrespectful? Please get to banging on these hoes. Then she don't give a fuck about you hoes. Beef sister, let's go. Beef sister, let's go. Beef sister, let's go. Beans be on that big bully shit. Sour Patch won't shut up for shit. They over it, switch. Queen Pisces swear she's the Mac of the chat. Who's that talking again? Oh, that's chit chat. Molly, you mad disrespectful? Please get to banging on these hoes. Ben, she don't give a fuck about you hoes. Beef sister, let's go. Beef sister, let's go.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. As you all can see, I have been trying to spread this no message of stop bullying through several of the sectors. Just making sure that people are aware of this case in many different ways. That was something I did at the start of the case. I've seen some people being bullied and harassed, and I used their words against them. I pretty much called them out, put it in a song, and made a stop bullying campaign about it. So those are some other things that I do. I just wanted to let you guys know that song was written and published through me through AI. So I just wanted to give you guys a little glimpse into that. So into this trial. I know you guys are all waiting to hear what happened in the courtroom. First, I want to say I don't know what happened to you guys' live link. I don't know exactly why it went out, but I do have a couple of questions that may help us figure it out. Were you guys watching it via the Loom on Zoom, via the link on Zoom, excuse me? And then also, was anyone sharing it? And then the last thing is, did the person who was watching it have media clearance to view it and have other viewers viewing it? Because that could have been an issue as well as to why it got muted. As far as the camera angle, I believe maybe the camera guy just messed up. And also, we talk about the coverage on this case, and I know that my opening was a little bit different here. Hopefully, I didn't bore you guys too much, but again, it's all about making sure that people are aware what's going on. And sometimes you got to do things a different way just to show people and get them to listen. So that was my way of having other people in another sector listen. But as far as the courtroom goes, when I say before there were minimal coverage of this case, there was literally two cameramen in the room, the official camera recording, and I believe there was someone there from the Gazette, from like one of the magazines. I don't know which magazine they were from, but I believe that there was somebody there from the music, from a magazine. However, the court coverage is even more minimal now, guys. It is scarce in there. I will say that there were more family members there for Manny this time. I'm so thankful that people showed up. I did not want to intrude on this moment for them, so I kind of let them be. I had some sitting on either side of me, and it was really interesting to see how people split because a couple of the people that I thought was there for Manny, they sat on the plaintiff's side. So when you go into the courtroom, they have you split up. They ask you if you are there for the side of the defendant to sit on the right, and if you're there for the side of the plaintiff to sit on the left. And there were a couple of people that sat on the left that I thought were going to sit on the right. So, you know, I don't know there. I want to jump into the comments really quickly and just say hello to everybody's here and make sure nobody else has any additional questions before we get started. I'm not going to put all of these hellos up on the screen and everything like that. I'll just say hello to you guys, shout you guys out that came in. But when we get to the questions, I'll make sure I put those up on the screen so that everybody knows whose question I'm answering and, things like that. So Lynn Robinson, thank you for being here. Alyssa M, thank you for being here. Sicario, thank you for being here. Crash Out, what's up, hun? Thank you for being here. Bookie Boo, what up? Thank you for being here. Cynthia No Filter, Most Hated, thank you for being here. Margaret, thank you for being here. Abuelitas Journey, thank you for being here. Crash Out again. Alyssa, Mr. Marcus, thank you for being here. Scorpio Bio, thank you for being here. Pat Connors, hey honey, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Dre Day, thank you for being here. Bernadette, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Terry Ming, mwah, honey, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Renee Dillon, I'm tweaking. You can't see. You twerking? Okay, I got you. Twerk away, twerk away. Hope y'all having a good day. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. It's me, Angie V. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Speaker Live Media, BAX War. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Who else we got in the building? Captain Cheeto, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Iris Samidi, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else we got here? Who else we got here? Who else we got here? JC Chill, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Rest in peace to Finny and Bubbly. While you guys are here, please make sure you smash that like button. Remember, as I said, we are not getting the coverage on this case as we need. I need everybody here while I'm giving these shout outs. Please smash that button. Smash that like button for me and please share this video. Even if you're not a content creator, you have a page if you're typing. Please go ahead and click share and get us in that algorithm so that we can make sure that this coverage is being seen. Sabrina, thank you for being here. Granny Shani, what's up? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Who else is in here? Camping for Life. How do we get the Zoom link? I would not suggest sharing around that link unless you have media coverage to watch it. I don't want anyone to get in trouble. Did I take a for this court case? There is media coverage, but you actually have to be media. So if you want to watch that Zoom link, you have to actually get media coverage clearance, and then you can get the link. That is the only way to get that link and for it to actually work. I think that's why your link may have been muted. I'm not really sure about why the camera view changed. Iman, thank you for being here. Laugh at you showing the lawyers where he fucked up. Hey, you know what? I did on one of my previous lives. If you guys look at I do have a playlist and it has all the little lives and shorts and everything that I've done so far. It has it in one playlist. So if you take a look at that playlist, you'll get a chance to see all the videos there. But in one of my previous videos, um, in her hand, there's another paper. She has this paper in her hand, and I took a screenshot of the paper. I zoomed in on the paper because I wanted to know exactly what she was looking at, and I was able to find the exact paper what she was looking at, and it was actually the initial Marshall statement of what happened during the events. So I'm not sure if they were brushing him up on what was initially said and done during that time or what. But yes, that is what was in her hand. Hey, Bernadette. Yes, who showed up for Manny's family? I'm not really sure who everyone was. And we're not allowed to we're allowed to have our cameras, but we have to turn them off upon entry of the room. So this case is going to be a little bit different, guys. Just be aware it's going to be a different, but I will be in the courtroom and I will make sure that you guys are able to see everything, especially in instances like this where we don't know what happened with your audio and video. I did not see Julie. There was a woman there that similarly resembled her, so I'm not sure who it was, but they did sit on the plaintiff's side, so they were there in support. I'm sorry, they sat on the defendant's side, so they were there in support of Manny. They did favor her a little bit. No, I didn't see any of the kids there. Salvador, hey, what's up? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Lynn Robinson, not sure if I'm saying hello, but hey, welcome. Thank you for being here. Vegas Jen, what's up, my mom? Thank you for being here. Staring Gina as herself. Hey, 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 what's up? What's up? Jesse Chill, do you know who the people were on Manny's side? No, I'm sorry. I don't. I wanted to allow them time because this is the first time I have seen them in the courtroom. And I don't want them to feel that they're going to be bombarded, but we will get conversations from those sides as things goes on. Ruby Red 1970, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's sad on both sides. It definitely is. I send my prayers out and condolences to all members involved, to both sides, both families. I do hope that the justice system works for everyone in this case. Unfortunately, it is going to end not on a nice note for someone. So yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, Miss Terry, I know you support me, sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Please go ahead and click that like button. Please go ahead and share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I gotta go live and get some work done. I wish I could stick around. I'll definitely watch the playback and share this. Rich Luke, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll make sure that we head over there and catch the replay as well after we give the update here. I do know OYB is gonna go back live and you guys will catch him for his commentary. So I will get my update done and quick and out of the way. You guys know I don't normally take up too much of your time. Yes, courts are very strict about that. And there was like 175 people in that link, and the only case that was muted was Manny's. Okay, so there was another case in the courtroom after, and I'm not going to bring it up on this live. OYB, I'm going to send you the case, and you guys, I'm going to post some information about the case, and then we're going to do another live. Probably I'll start that case tomorrow since we have a little bit of time in between the next case for Manny. And then we also have to do the Arian Wormsley update. I did post something on my community wall about that, so make sure you guys take a look there. Please don't be afraid to communicate with me through my community wall. I did turn it on so that you guys can post and ask questions and things like that. I do answer everyone back, so please make sure that if you have any questions, you can go ahead and submit that either to the community wall, or if you click on the description for this box. In this box, you'll see like all of my links to all of my sites. You can message me through Instagram as well. Did he look remorseful? From Lynn Robinson. Did he look remorseful? Okay, so I'm gonna get to how he looked and all of that and what happened in the courtroom here in a little bit. Let me just make sure I say hey to everybody real quick. Walk with Rhonda. Hey, what's up? Thank you. You found me, boo. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and share and share and share. 90s, welcome. It's Tate. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Julie might be in the back watching. I'm sure she is. I'm sure she is. Johnny was there, but was hiding in the restroom. Oh, that's unfortunate. They showed a short clip of Fox 5 at 9 this morning. Manny's facial expressions look very exhausted and defeated. Whew. Seashells, Mama, what's up? Thank you for being here. Since you recently admitted that you snapped a photograph, did you do it in the courtroom that forbids the capturing of such info? No, ma'am. I took a picture of outside of the courtroom. I don't do prison. I don't do jail. I don't do that. No, I don't want to be in trouble. I took a picture of the outside of the door just so that I could show you guys. It says no recording, no cameras, or anything like that. When you walk into the camera, into the room, I tell you, they make you turn off your phone and everything like that. So there was no way that I could take a picture in there or anything like that. So no, ma'am, no, I did not. Unfortunately, justice systems tends to disappoint a lot of people who assume they should and can do certain things and it should be easy. They have to follow the law even if it's not pretty. This is very true. Sometimes you're on the right side of the law and sometimes you are not. That's why we have to pay attention to those little rules. Those little things matter, and when we take it upon ourselves to step over them and act like they don't apply to us, then we find out what happens on the bad side of that. I mean, this is 2025. Did they say that this was going to be the year of fucking around and finding out? So fuck around and find out. Some people are fucking around and finding out. Jeepers, what's up? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Hello, hello, hello. All right, I think I'm down to the bottom of the things. Down to the bottom, down to the bottom. I'll continue to monitor your messages here. If Julie wants to testify for the state, would that mean this is the reason why she's not in court for another person? That could be true as well. We don't know what's happening with any of the other players right now. As of this moment, they're the only person that is on trial is Manuel Ruiz, unfortunately, Sin City Manny Wise. Um, However, I did read a document that said that there were other complaints that were being filed. So, guys, you are wanting to know what's happening. And I said before, if there are other cases that are filed, people have to file them. This case is not a case of Finney and Tanisha versus Manny. This is a case that the state has brought against Manny. So now other people need to do their individual jobs to bring cases against anyone else who they feel should be or had any involvement or anything like that. In that report that I read, which I'm going to cover that a little bit more detailed. I just want to make sure that I give you guys a good update of the case. I'm going to cover that a little bit more deeply, but it was in there as well. When I was in the courtroom last time, the judge admonish anyone about cell phones and taking pictures, and the person will immediately get removed. Yes, Judge Amy was very strict as well. There was one young woman who pulled out a camera and she took a photo. However, she is sitting beside media. She is stating that she is media, but Amy Cellini definitely addressed her. She said, "Excuse me, did you just take a photo of me in open court?" And I was just like, "Who? Don't mess with this lady." And she was like, "Yeah, but I'm media and I'm getting B-roll." Excuse me. She's like, "Yeah, but I'm getting media B-roll from and I'm media." And she was like, "Okay, but just don't take pictures in open court like that." And I just was like, "Okay." So yeah. The issues with the people or the issues with the people of the state of Nevada would be addressed in court for defense or offense, right? The state is on the plaintiff side and Manny is on the defense side. Um, Are you talking about other courses? Let me know exactly, and I'll clarify that answer for you. The judge wanted to kick her out. Yeah, yeah, and the judge did allow her to stay, but you can tell she was very aggravated about the situation. I At that point, I did not pick up my phone. In that court, there was a recording allowed, and I did take. I do have voice notes of that full court date. So I do have voice notes of that. At some point, I'll release those as well. There'll be a lot of exclusive content that will come out as I get it. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to do. There's a lot of connections that I'm trying to make within the courthouse so that this becomes easier for me in the future. Leave him alone. Changing accounts doesn't help him do anything. No. Nothing to block you. All right, guys, if you can, just please make sure that you are stick to the details of the case. I know that you guys have your feelings about so many things that's happened in this case, and I know a lot of this is way more personal to you guys than I am connected with it. So I want to make sure that your voices are heard. Yeah, I'll let you guys hear the voice notes. I really wanted to do pre-trial marathon, and I was gonna go live and kind of like crash out and give you guys a whole bunch of information that I do have that I've been hanging on to, but I really don't have time today. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you guys the update. I'll let OYB take over, and then maybe OYB you let me take over tomorrow, and I'll feed you guys all of the information that I have in the background as well. Maybe that will help. Okay, so what happened in court today? Most of you guys already know. This was the same exact indictment that happened in the justice court. So if you remember on the 13th, late Thursday night, we seen a motion go in and the case was vacated from the justice system and then it was transferred over to the district courts, right? At that point, judges were changed, juries were let go, new juries were brought in, and now we have Judge Tierra Jones over this case. Now, guys, this lady is a firecracker. The way she speaks, she commands attention. She is very serious in this courtroom. I can see why she has established the name for herself that she has. Um, the way that she handles herself in the courtroom, she is going to stick by the law. She's going to be very strict. And unfortunately, I don't know. What are you guys saying in chat? Dang, works to keep my ability to. Oh, Ms. Jones is about. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't think it's a matter of her burying Manny. And I want us to just not even put that out there like that. I think that the law and this judge is not going to be a great combination for the outcome of Manny. Marlene Otwell, Judge Jones is a beast and a good. She is. I am so. I sat in the courtroom. Normally, I would run after people. I would go and get you like one of the attorneys or a DA or somebody. She commanded my attention. I sat and I listened to four other cases afterwards. There were short cases, arraignments. One person got sentenced. There was a case that I really, really, really want to talk to you guys about. But other than that, she had my attention. I just did not want to leave the room with the way that she speaks, her tones, her mannerism, very direct, very forward. So I'm looking at my notes and okay. So again, we talked about family for Manny actually being in the courtroom today. I told you guys how they split up the court. He was already in the courtroom waiting. I know you guys got a chance to see a glimpse of him before he walked, before the cameras cut off, or before you guys weren't able to see anymore. At some point, But as he sat in the courtroom, he actually was very, again, subdued, calm. I don't want to say relaxed, but in mannerism, his mannerisms were still. Um, he did not have his glasses on through. Okay, this is interesting. He didn't have his glasses on during his portion of the trial, right? But you can tell that he was very uncomfortable, and he uses his glasses kind of like a blanket, if that makes sense. Um, he took he had the glasses off during his proceedings. Um, as people started coming in and out of the courtroom and the other cases started to proceed, he put the glasses back on. Then he took the black glasses back off. Then he put them back on again. Then he took them back off again. I was like, oh my God, what is this guy with these glasses? It's kind of like he was peeking from underneath a blanket, like like a child. Like he wanted to see what was happening, but he didn't want to see. But he wanted to see, but he didn't want to see. It was really weird. It was really weird. I don't know what is the thing with the glasses, but definitely they comfort him in some form of a way. Um, and there were some of the family members that did walk in a little bit late. And just a little bit late, they were actually able to see the full proceeding, so nothing was missed there. Now, as far as the judge and what happened exactly in the courtroom. Again, hold on, wait, let me double check your comments about what was previously said before I move on to my next set of notes. Did you get any more part in the courtroom today? I did, but I wasn't listening for parts. Welcome everyone. Please make sure you hit that like button. Yes, thank you to show Sneaky Lane some love and thank her for doing this for us. Yes, thank you and thank you. It wasn't as hot today. Thank you, goodness, it wasn't as hot. I appreciate you all for being here. Every like, every share, every view, everything you guys do helps tremendously. Also, this page is not yet monetized yet. We're working on the watch hours. I never was going to monetize my page, but now that we're in the courtroom more, I think it makes sense, especially given the parking that I have to pay for downtown. So if you can, if you feel like it, go ahead and smash that Cash App for me. The link is pinned up with the link to hit the link as well. When time, and then also my contact information is there. If you want to email me, you can do that as well. I bet Manny can't stand it as a female judge. I'm not really sure about his character and how he feels about women. He has a wife, so I'm guessing he likes some of them. Gina Race went into this just law. No, she's just going to be a beast about the law. You can tell that she handled every single case I watched exactly the same. Nothing about her demeanor changed. Nothing about her wavered. And there were cases. It was his case. There was another unalivement case. Then there was another case of like fraud or something like that. I listened to all of the cases and I only took notes on one other case, other than Manny's case. Probably have a sequel or a sequel or something. Maybe he's not gonna cage and I throw him away. Oh no. I don't know. Glasses are a blanket. I would feel weird without mine. You're right. He hiding in his glasses, his shield. He can't see very well without them. I know that that's the thing. Well, I believe that they are prescriptions, but it was the manner in just which he was taking them off and putting them back on and taking them off and putting them back on. Manny's cooking those seasonings. He can see without them. He's blind for real, for real. I've seen those lenses myself. That man blind is back. Okay. He has a weird looking eyes. And anyways, does he have the same public defender? Yes, that is also what I wanted to confirm with you guys as well. He did confirm the same public defender. Nothing about that has changed. He is still with Violet Verdasto. And I think that she's going to be good for him. So this is who we're moving forward with the case. The attorney for the state is going to be John Sandoval. And then his public defender is still going to be Violet Radasto. That has not changed. Just gonna cook him up some Manny and Al Pastor. Al Pastor. That's hilarious. Hey, Nakarius, welcome. Thank you for being here. Rich562, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. If you want to get a taste of this judge in action, watch on LNC, The Trial of Envy versus Thomas Randolph. Thank you. I'll take a look at that. I love watching court cases and things like that. It helps me to make sure that I'm learning the verbiage and I'm understanding so that when I'm explaining things to people and talking to people, I know exactly what I'm talking about. And then I also talk to other people about it for them to confirm. So when I'm speaking to you guys, I'm speaking to you guys from a place of knowledge and a place of double checking and double checking. He shouldn't have gotten those photogrammic lenses. Probably not. Or maybe he should have gotten two pairs so he can have a regular pair of glasses. And then, maybe those are better for like the sun. And, we are in Vegas. It's always bright and sunny here. Thank you for your professionalism. You're welcome. Did he burp or snort in the courtroom? No, again, he was very still. Um, he has a very eerie feeling behind him. I'm not sure if it's a stillness. I'm not sure what it is. I can't really put my finger on it just yet. But again, as we go through the trial, not sure how long that's going to last. This case is moving a little bit differently than some other cases, but it's technically starting all over, and it's been what, a little over a month now. So we'll see how this go as far as time wise goes. They should take away his glasses. They can wear prescriptions that they can actually see his eyeballs. Well, I believe it's his lawyer, his public defender, who is suggesting that he takes those glasses off. Yeah, so I'm not really sure. I wish he would have like the eyebrows and braces. I want to change her earrings too. See, so she's not Beyonce, or she's not America's Next Top Model, but she's smart and she's gonna do her job, and I had no problem with that. What happened to the unalivement case? Lynn, are you talking about this case? Because it's still an unalivement case, a double open unalivement. Or are you talking about the next case? I'll let you guys know about that one as soon as I finish going over the notes for this case. Da, 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 da. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Thank you for being here, of course. And yes, blessings to Finny and Bubbly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Joy is real. Hey, thank you for being here. He gives bully for sure. Definitely. It's not really like, I don't know if it's a mix of intimidation. Like I'm intimidated, but I'm still gonna intimidate you. It's a very chill and airy feeling. It's not as warm as it should be. Oh, they can't adjust his glasses like the confused. Now he had no cuffs on. He was able to move around. He did have cuffs on front in the front of him. The case today. Okay, I'll talk about that case here in a few. She could be America's Next Top Model. I am saying she is. Oh, I'm not saying she's ugly. Just some little things matter. You're right. 100% right. It's always room for improvement in everybody. I don't think anybody's perfect. Yeah, we can all do a little bit of working. His expression was regret, fearful, and knows his life is over. And that's from someone, Vegas Jen. I'm assuming you have seen his facial expressions and would maybe know his mannerisms a little bit better than me. Manny still has a lot of cases open. What will happen? Put them all together. All of just like you see how Diddy is going to different courts for different cases, and he's being tried in different courts in different states for different cases. Same thing's going to happen to him. None of those cases will disappear. Did he get to speak? The lawyer spoke on his behalf. They did have a brief conversation, and that's why I also stayed in the courtroom because she stayed in the courtroom and she stayed sitting next to him through a couple of the cases, and they talked briefly back and forth before she finally returned to her seat. I wonder where family members were there for Manny. Us again, I'm not really sure who they are. I will start to speak to people as time goes on. I didn't want to bombard anyone as this was the first day where I actually saw family members in the room. I didn't want to, yeah, I didn't want to put any pressure on them. The eyes, the last time he looked straight at us, were like evil eyes. The best way I can describe a sneaky link is eerie. You're right. Yeah, it's very eerie. It's not cold, but it's chill. It's it is. No offense, Nicky Link. I feel Manny had demons in him, which is no excuse for what he did. Um, maybe he does. Maybe he does. And I encourage all of you to address your own personal stuff and whatever you got going on with your own life and tap into you before you delve yourself into the lives of others, which could also maybe cause you harm in your life. So I want you guys to just be mindful of that. You know, as you're watching these cases, as you're watching these lives, my live as well, be careful about your intake and how you take these things in. Be sure to clear your mind from these things. Don't allow things to settle in within you. Drugs, demons, drinking, all of those things affect your mindset and how you are able to communicate with others. Where there may be times where you may be calm, if you are in a place of intoxication, you may not be able to be as calm in that moment. She's saying pray. Yes, Odessa Chui. Pray. Okay. For everyone involved, again, there were children that were left behind here. I know that there are some people who are very angry on both sides, as I continue to state. However, be concerned for those who are left behind, and let's focus a little bit around the law and make sure that the law is functioned properly so that if in hand these things do happen, we know that it's functioning properly. And then, you know, in the case where there may be some innocent parties who are up against charges like this, which is the reason why I'm following this case. I normally follow innocent people who are on unalivement row, right? So it brought me to this case only because I felt in my gut that it was going to be sent to the capital punishment committee. And they did confirm that in court today. Okay, guys. I already let you guys know last time the district court advised that they were sending it up to the unalivement committee. I spoke to the DA personally in a private conversation. I did release that footage. It was a little wonky because I was kind of running down the hall behind him with my phone and my keys and everything in my hand. But you do get the point of the conversation. He did confirm then that they were sending the case to the unalivement committee, and it was also confirmed in the courtroom today that it is still going to the unalivement committee. Okay, let me just make sure I'm going through all of my notes. I'm kind of reading you guys' notes and my notes at the same time, trying to respond to both of you guys. I would never ruin my life for somebody else's. Definitely sad for kids on both sides. Okay. Joy. Does the public defenders assure a win for defendants even if there is no chance? No. And I don't think that she should. Well, I don't know what she's assured him of. Let me not speak for her. Should they do that? No. Is it in their oath that they shouldn't do that? Yes. But I don't want to speak for her and say yes or no because I am not her. However, it is against their oath to do that. She should be honest with him and tell him what he is up against. Um, and that will be letting him know whether he should take a plea deal or not. All of these things will come to fruition. You guys do know that the date for the new pretrial is set for August 4th at 8:30 a.m. So we will look for that. Once we get there for that court date, that's when again what we were supposed to see on the 21st, and what we're going to now see on the 4th, right? It's we're going to see that there. They're going to be entering all of the information that they have. The court reporters and all of them will enter their information. You guys have to please keep up with the community post because a lot of these questions, as you ask me the questions, I'm literally answering you through my community wall with fact and receipt. Fact and receipt. So I need you guys to make sure that you're actually um, going back through there Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get Nightbot out of here. I see Nightbot as being a nuisance, and I think I just dang it. I think I just removed the pin. I will drop it back in the chat if anybody wants to come up when I'm done here. Oh, because the Taurus has trouble. Do you think, guys? I predicted no more than 6 months. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, guys. I'm not sure. Let's get through August 4th. Let's see what's presented. We need to see how many witnesses are going to come up. That's going to play a part in things. Because, sometimes witness statements take a very long time. They need to be questioned by both sides and things like that. And this is if there is a full on trial and he doesn't take a plea deal. There's so many different things that can happen. I think that we should just wait to the 4th for the actual pretrial date to see exactly what's going to happen from there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please go ahead and smash that like button. Smash that like button. Please make sure to click share. Thank you for being here. Hey Kenny, how you doing? How many times will the court allow an extension? Technically, it's not an extension. These are all different court appearances that are happening, right? So on the 13th, they met that evening to vacate from one court to the next court. On the 14th, they met to draw up the new warrants and the new indictment for the district court. On this date, they are really doing the same thing that they did for the previous court, which is having your initial indictment. So he is now being indicted in a new court, if that makes sense. There is a difference between the justice and the district courts. I did post that on my community wall as well. Hopefully, I'll see you guys later on tonight. I can't keep my eyes open. Aw, I hope you get some good rest. I'm exhausted myself, and I still got a night ahead of me. I still got some stuff to sort through, posts to make, and things like that. So hopefully we both get some rest and get there together. I did let you guys know about the link, and you do have to have media access to get that. I'm not really sure what happened with the link today, why it went on mute. It could be because the link is not supposed to be shared. So if one person is sharing a link to a group of people, maybe that is something that happened. I also feel like maybe the cameraman just messed up and knocked the camera away. Or I'm not sure if I missed something between the judge and media, which I don't think I did because I paid very close attention to where they were advised to turn the camera away. I did not see that at all. I did let you guys know that after his trial, the lawyer did stay with him and sit with him for a while. Um, and I'm not really sure exactly what they talk about. They kind of whispered to each other, but that was like the first words that he murmured and things like that. Otherwise than that, he was very quiet, and the public defender was speaking on his behalf. Let me double check on you guys here. What about the charge of the third person that was injured at the scene? That is not a part of this case. That would be on another case number. This case is specifically about what Manny did on that night. What is expected to happen on August 4th? How long does it normally take to get from the judgment of the DP to the chair? It varies just depending on the circumstances of the case. Sometimes there are a lot of mitigating factors that are entered in the court, and sometimes there are not as many, and the witnesses are sometimes more or less. In this case, we have lots of witnesses. We have video footage. There's so many things to look at. You can't really pinpoint exactly how long this case is going to take, or you can't pinpoint it minute to minute. I think as we get through the August 4th date and maybe through like day one, it depends on what happens on August 4th. Maybe he will enter a plea and be sentenced. That could happen, guys. That could very well happen. We don't know. I feel like he is in witness protection. It's not advised within the court paperwork that he is, and I'm not sure how it would work. I don't think so. Is he in some sort of confinement or protection within the prison at the moment? I believe he's in general population at this time. It's pretty standard for a few hearing one more from one court to another. Yes, it is standard for to have these different types of hearings. 702 Smooth, welcome. Thanks for being here. 702 Smooth in the building. It was asked earlier, do you think they will do a psych evaluation? It was asked earlier, will they do a psych evaluation? I believe that every single person who is underneath unalivement charge gets a psych evaluation. I'm not sure how it plays into the hearing, but I believe they all get one. As I was sitting through the next case, well, not the next case, there was a few cases in between, but there was another unalivement case. And when she was going through his sentencing, pretty much, she stated that, did you understand this? Did you understand that? And during your mental evaluation and this and that and that. So there's a lot of things that happens with a defendant who is on trial for unalivement. When a content creator streamed Blake Lively's first hearing, the audio was completely intact. I truly think it was just a glitch. It may have been a glitch. I've said either or of two things. There could be a glitching issue. I really feel like the cameraman probably just knocked the camera and didn't even realize it. And the audio, I'm not really sure. Okay, Alubadi is saying the audio was intact for at least 10 minutes prior to Manny entering the court. As soon as the judge started to speak, it muted. As soon as she ended, it unmuted, and they were introducing the next one. Yeah, so I'm not really sure. OYB, did you get media clearance for the link? Because that will allow you to share it. So how will the assault charge Jojo have on him be handled? JC, just chill and thoughts on that. That is going to be in another case. We would have to look at that case, and that case will have its own indictment, its own trial, and all of that. Okay, so if you wasn't sharing that, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I will find out though. I will find out before the next court date. I'll go down to the courthouse either one day this week or probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll get down there and I'll figure out what happened. Okay, OYB, and hopefully that won't happen again. This is odd. I did not experience that. I was watching on a personal link and there was at least 75 on that link. Yeah, because there are other people who have media coverage, right? And then that link that you guys are watching, it's the actual court official link. So it's not any of the reporters or anything like that. It's not tied to media. It's the court's public link. Correct, Mr. Markets. It's the court's public link. But I'm not sure why they silenced it, if that makes sense. Hey Anonymous, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Sorry guys, I'm just reading over my notes. I'm still here. And then the only thing was they were actually trying to make that next court date. It was supposed to be for, remember initially it was supposed to be for July 29th. And they asked for more time and pushed it to the public defender asked for more time. So Tierra Jones, honorable judge, allowed the additional time and put it back to the 4th of August. All right. So one other thing that I wanted to touch on was something that was submitted to the court. It was submitted to the court after I left, or I would have gotten the information before I left. But there's one other thing that I want to talk about. And let me just read your. Oh, dang, you can't see it. Oh, man, I cropped it in a way that you can't see it. Okay, no worries. I'll read it to you guys and I will post it on the page. And I know OYB is going to go live. He can bring it back up and he will probably talk about it again. Let me just double check on you guys in the comments. I've seen a bunch come through and I don't want them to get too far away from me. Um, I believe July 21st. No, it was the 29th, and then they changed it to the 4th. We'll be interested to see if any of the news stations captured audio. As I said in the beginning, there was in the Justice Court, there were about 4 to 5 actual cameras in the room. I don't know if there were any others that were set up for live streaming, but I did post all the media outlets that were available and allowed to do streaming. And there were only about 8. And there were only Las Vegas news stations, so I'm not really sure. This time in the courtroom, there were literally only 2 cameras outside of the public live stream camera that is held by the court. Is it on the court website? Yeah, it's on the court website. The thing about it is that you just be careful, guys, because you're not allowed to share that link unless you have clearance to share the link. So being able to watch it from their public live site is good, but you're not allowed to record or have the hearing playing from your platform. So just be mindful of that. Manny was also a victim. He should have some rights to get a mental evaluation. That he wasn't in the right frame of mind during the last weekend due to the constant harassment and bullying. Vegas Jen, I did state that I believe that all defendants underneath the capital unalivement charge does get an evaluation. Anyone who is on an unalivement case gets a mental evaluation. No Vegas news station has reported on it since the second hearing. I've only been getting news from outside of Vegas stations on it, which is weird. You can see OYB. Go ahead and look at the post that's on there while you're here, and just see the stations that they say have clearance, and then see if those are the ones that match up to where you're getting your information. Vegas Jen, he would have to request that and plead insanity. I think he's going to get one anyway, but will it help him if he doesn't change his plea to insanity? I don't know that. Can he change his plea at this point? Not 100% sure if within the district courts. We're going to wait and see, and we're going to speak from a place of facts and knowledge on August 4th, okay? I don't want to spread around anything, if, ands, what ofs, or what are happening. I just want to speak from a place of knowledge. Manny could have blocked him or a restraining order, so there's no excuse for what he did. It will come out. I will not share it. Great. I live on the other side of the world. I would need the link. Laughing out loud. They showed it in the morning on Fox 5 Vegas. Okay. These people are making excuses for Manny's actions. It's disgusting. Confirm with my sister that anyone who is facing the death penalty gets. Yes, I told you. That is what I watched another case after that, and there is a whole list of things that happen with a defendant who is on trial for unalivement. They have to get a mental evaluation. There are several different checks that they get as well. And also, you guys know when you go into prisons, they do mental and physical body checks. All of that, any of your statuses, all of that is confirmed in the prison. I can find it on my own, so I never asked you to get anything. Oh no, it's not gonna get me in trouble. You just go to the website. It's on the court's website. Um, I'll post the link. I can post the link to the website. You're just not supposed to share around the video. And I mean that as far as recording it or playing or, listening to it on one device and playing it for others to listen to on another device. I just want to make sure I'm following the law. I can send you to the website so that you guys can get the link for yourself. I'm just advising that no one else break the law. That's it. I don't want to see anyone else have any other issues. What seems to be disgusting is all the hate that still goes on for both sides. Nobody has learned anything from this, it seems like. I would encourage you all to stop. Again, this is where the anti bullying campaign came in at. I want you guys to be aware. Like, you guys are asking very important questions. So, are the people in the chat who were instigating and these things, are those people going to get charged? What if a case comes from this? Are your comments okay? Are you in any way, defaming yourself or putting yourself in a position and taking action that you should not be taking? You guys need to be very, very careful of that. Okay, so wait, let me read OYB's comment really quickly, and then I'm going to go back to what's on the screen. You guys can't see it very well, but I'm going to post it, and OYB, you can share it as well. I'm sure you already pulled it up, and you're going to see exactly what I'm seeing. They definitely probably showed it on the live news, but I'm saying they haven't uploaded any news on any Vegas news stations or on YouTube or any other social media since the second hearing. I'm sorry, I don't watch TV. Oh no, I get it. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, there's not a lot of news about it. That's why I said it's very important for us to continue to like and share each other's videos. And I know that I want to make sure that I don't give you too much information that is repeated. So I'm literally only going to talk directly out from the courtroom and what is happening from proceeding to proceeding. I will allow comments in the chat. I will speak to you guys, answer you guys' questions as we go through it, but I want to make sure that I stick to a specific set of content here so that when you leave here, you got what you need and you can take it somewhere else and share it. Okay, I want you to share it. I want you to share the work. If you're a content creator and you want to share it, please let me know. Just please don't share a whole live. You know what I mean? You can go through a live, you can pull it up, you can review it. I don't mind. Just let me know and take it from there. I have no problem with that. Share the link. Make sure you send some people back to me, but you're more than welcome to review it as well. Do not screen record it. No, I won't be screen recording or anything like that. Who else? A bunch of people came in the building. Beautiful, bullish. How you doing? How you doing? Dre Day 44. Was any of Finney's family in there? I did not see any of the family members I saw last time. There was a mixed crowd and there was a bit more people in the courtroom. But again, there was a bigger case that was right after it. There was a sentencing that was happening. So I can't really tell all of who's who. I just could tell certain people were coming in and out of the court at certain times for certain cases. That's how I was able to pinpoint, and then I heard a couple of people say that they were there, the family of Manny, and they wanted to join the defendant's side. Pray Manny gets some justice out of this. Pray that the justice system works as it should. I'm getting a lot of hate for years now, but has got worse with this. With this, I would say that protect yourself with the law, figure out the laws for your state, begin to record these instances. Please understand that while bullying is a very small word, what you are experiencing is online abuse. You would not stay in a relationship and get abused. I don't expect you to stay in a relationship with YouTube and get abused. Jen, and what would that look like for you? Okay, sorry. You pray something. Thank you, Joy. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Praying family. Finney and Bubbly's family get justice out of this. I'm definitely praying that Finney and the family get justice. I'm praying that justice is spread all around, and I'm praying that there is some wholeness that comes from this people are lost, children are left alone, parents have lost children, sisters have lost brothers and sisters. This is not just about what happened, although it is just about what happened. What justice when Manny killed two people? Each person is responsible for their own actions. However, it is very sad for the families and the kids. Yeah, when I say justice on both sides, I mean that I want the justice system to work, right? Unfortunately, if it does not work out in his favor, I will feel remorseful for him. But at the same time, I need to know that the law works. So if I do this, this, and this, is this going to is this what's supposed to happen? Is that what's happening here in the law? What's happening now is a lot. Sometimes these laws are not being followed, and again, innocent people are being executed. I want to prevent that from happening. I don't normally follow a case from this early. I normally take on the case after it has already been after they have already been convicted and they are now. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I usually take it after they have been convicted, and at that point, I'm just making sure, like, if the person is innocent, then they have backup. I work with the Innocent Project and things like that, and if the person is guilty, then the law worked. I believe the judge was just muting her own mic when she was off record. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Hopefully, it doesn't keep ringing. I'm going to have to take this call. Mr. Marcos was feeding many information on F&Bs where about in Vegas in the second last live. He was also pointing out where B were in the last live. Are you kidding me? There's going to be a lot that comes from all of that. I get it. I get it. Why was he not charged for the third attempted unalivement of the third person injured in a senseless crime? I'm not sure. That may be on a separate case. It is just not a part of this case. I did not see any other cases attached to him at this time, so I'm not sure. Okay, so what's on the screen is actually a transaction assessment. OYB is gonna hopefully pull that up for you guys. I'm gonna also post it on my community wall here in a minute. But that is something that was entered into the financial assessment section of this case record. So OIB, if you go look at the case record and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see this transaction assessment there. And I'm not sure what it's for. It was entered after I left the courtroom. So there is a public copy number next to it, but I didn't have time to search for it because I'm live here. If somebody else finds it before I do, please email it to me, and we'll go over it. If you guys need me to go over the legal verbiage and things like that, I'll go over it with you guys. And if not, yeah, see, they're updating it again now because court is ended. They probably went to lunch. That's why I was going to do a marathon live because I knew that they were going to be continuing to update little things as as the afternoon went on. So, yeah. I want to know what that assessment was. There is a public copy there. I will look for the public copy. If anybody else finds it before me, please let me know. I'll take a look at it if we want to look at it, the legal jargons and things like that, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. And then I'm also going to get clarity on that from the courts when I go there as well. So that was pretty much the update today. We have a new court date for a new pretrial set on August 4th at 8:30. There was some financial assessment entered into the court, and there are some things that are changing right now. Anything that's changing right now in the financial assessment, I'm going to detail and put on my community wall. I encourage you all to communicate with me through the community wall. I did turn it on so that you guys can post to me as well. Please make sure you like this video. Please make sure you're subscribed to the page. Is there any more questions before I get out of here? I'm going to give it one more go through just to make sure I didn't miss anybody's questions. I'll make sure that you guys get some updates via the community wall. If you would like to reach out to me personally, you can reach out to me at the Sneaky Link Las Vegas at gmail.com. You can also follow me at the Sneaky Link underscore at Instagram. All of my information is in the description box. Please go ahead and click the description box. You can get to all of my platforms. You can even get to my Discord there as well. So please make sure you like, please make sure you share. Thank you all so very much for being here. I appreciate you all so very much. Did I miss anything? It's most likely people run into total court course as they go up in the court course. Yeah, that's something that I missed. Court course. Can you guys please smash that Cash App if you can? Because the court course, the parking fees is adding up. And it be hot as hell out there. Hot as hell. Had the money time, the Sneaky Link LV. Okay, that park can be like $11 each time I go up there, just depending on how long I'm at the courthouse. So if y'all could just help a sister out with that until we get the page monetized, I would be appreciated. Every dollar counts, so don't be afraid to send me one of those. I appreciate you. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoy the show, and I'll see you next time.
I see you. I see you. Just a looking and a lurking. Get your ass up off the bitch, sticks twerking. Can you pause so don't like the bitch working? Now drop some links in the chat, you little sneakies, say some shit going down. Let's take a peeky. Who the fuck is you? Just call me sneaky. Ayo sneaky, ayo sneaky.